Hello everyone, welcome to your mathematics class. Today we are going to start our new chapter, data handling. As the name is itself suggesting that it is about handling any kind of data. Now what is the meaning of handling? Arrangement of data in order to find out some information from it is called data handling. Now for arranging the data or organizing the data, we have different methods. So some of the methods are, first is tabulation and second one is graphs. So now we are going to understand the method of tabulation to organize our data. In the method of tabulation, the data is arranged in the form of a table with the help of some tally marks. Now what are these tally marks? It is a kind of symbol like a standing line which is used to denote frequency of data, or you can say occurrence of data. So whatever data we are going to arrange, we will write that data in this column, and then in the column of tally marks we will put these standing lines according to the occurrence of our data. Now what is the speciality about this tally mark? After every fourth tally mark, the fifth tally mark will be a slanting line that will cut previous 4 tally marks and make a bunch of 5 tally marks. Why we do it like this? In order to make our calculation easier, we make bunches of 5 tally marks, because sometimes it may be possible that data will be in a large number of times and it is difficult to count them individually. So for that, we make these bunches of 5 tally marks and we count them all together as 5. This makes our calculation easier. Now after putting these tally marks, we will write in the column of frequency the total number of tally marks which will come for every data. We will write here the frequency, as I have marked here only 5 tally marks, so its frequency will be 5. So whatever data will be written here, that particular data will be going to have the frequency of 5. So this is how we are going to arrange data in the form of a table. Now let us understand more better with the help of an example. Let us solve the first question of our exercise 9.1. Question number 1 is, in a mathematics test, the following marks were obtained by 40 students. There is a box of marks obtained by 40 students is given in your book. You can take that data from there. I am not writing it on board. And then they are saying, arrange these marks in a table using tally marks. Now we are asked to arrange the marks in a table using tally marks. So for solution, what are we going to do? Firstly, we will arrange given data of marks in the form of a table. In the first column, we are going to write marks. In second one, we will assign tally marks, and then we will write the frequency. So first let us find out the minimum marks obtained by any of the students. So as we can see in our data, 1 is the minimum mark obtained by any student. So this will become our first row. And then the maximum marks are 9. So maximum marks will come at the end in the column of marks, and 1 will come at the starting in the column of marks, because marks are starting from 1 to 9. No student has obtained marks more than 9 and no student has obtained marks less than 1. So these will remain here, and now we will write all other numbers between 1 and 9. It will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let me put 8 here, and 9 here. Now we will go through the data and will put tally marks for every occurrence of marks. As first is the occurrence of marks 8. So we will put first tally mark in the column of tally mark and in the row of marks 8. After that, occurrence is of 1. So next tally mark will go in the row of 1. Then for 3, 7, 6, 5, then again it is a 5. So next tally mark will be written in the row of 5 only. So this is how we are going to put all the tally marks for our complete given data. So here I have marked tally marks for all the data. Now what are we going to do? In the column of frequency, we will be writing number of times the tally mark has been marked for every number. As for 1, there are only 2 tally marks, so its frequency is 2. Now what does this frequency means? It means that marks 1 are obtained by 2 students. So that means 1 is occurring for 2 times in data. Next, for 2, tally marks are 3, so its frequency is 3. Then for 3, it is 3. For 4, it is this is a bunch of 5, so we will count it as 5, 6 and 7. So this is 7, then 5 is for 6, 7, 5, 4 and 3. This is our frequency. So this is our arrangement of data in the form of a table. Now there is one method to cross check whether we had made this table correctly or not. For that, what we can do, we just add up the frequencies. When we will add them up and find out the total, it will come equal to 40. So if the sum of all the frequency and the number of members given in the question are same, that means we had made the table correctly. Now there are 2 questions. First is, find how many students obtained marks equal to or more than 7. Now what does it mean? We have to find out number of the students who has scored marks equal to or more than 7. That means if we go in the column of marks, we can see there are only 3 marks, 8 and 9, which are greater than 7, and 7 itself, which is equal to 7. So we have to consider all the students who has scored 7, 8 and 9 marks. So students scored marks 7 are how many students? 5 students has scored 7 marks. So we will write here 5. In the same way, we will write number of students scored marks 8, that is 4. Then for marks 9, students scored 9 marks. We can see from table that there are only 3 students who have scored 9 marks. So this is 3. Now they are asking for the total number of the students. So total there are 5 plus 4 plus 3. Now if we add them up, we get our answer as 12. So there are 12 students who obtained marks equal to or more than 7. So I am writing the frequency total here. This should be same to the given number of members in quotient. Then only we can go ahead for our questions. Next part is how many students obtain marks below 4. So for below 4 we can see there are marks 1, 2, 3. Now they are not asking us for the marks which are equal to 4. So we will not take those students who obtained marks 4. We will take only 1, 2 and 3. So there are 2 students who scored 1 mark, 3 students who scored 2 marks and 3 students who scored 3 marks. So we can directly write total students scored marks below 4 are 2 plus 3 plus 3, and this could be 8. So there are 8 students who obtained marks below 4. So this is how we will arrange our data, and from that data we can find out different informations. Now come to question number 2. Following is the choice of suites of 30 students of class 6. There are different choices given for suites of 30 students of class 6. Now you are asked in part A to arrange the names of suite in a table using telemark. So solution for the first one is arrangement of suites in a table using telemarks is as follows. Now this is the table where the first column is having as suites, second is telemarks and the third is frequency. Now what we will do, we will write all the different name of suites in the column of suites. Now as these are the names of suites, so we don't have to find out the minimum or maximum kind of thing which we had done in our previous question, because we can directly write any suite. Like I am writing here laddu, barfi, rasgulla, jalebi, these 4 sweets are given in your data. There is no other sweet given. Right? So we will go for the data one by one and we will put our telemarks. So first choice is laddu. So first telemark will go for laddu. So this is our first row. This is first telemark. Second choice is barfi. So next telemark will come here. Then it is laddu. Then it is jalebi. Again laddu. Then rasgulla, jalebi, laddu, barfi, rasgulla, laddu. Now laddu is coming for the 5th time. So I am writing here, marking here the slanting telemark. Next is jalebi. Then again jalebi, then it is rasgulla, then it is laddu, rasgulla, jalebi. Jalebi is coming for the 5th time, so again it will become a bunch of 5. So these are telemarks for 30 choices of students. Now we will write frequency accordingly. Laddu is coming for 11 time, so it will become 11. Burfi is coming for 3 time. This is 9 and then it is 7. Now how we can cross check it? We can just add them up and we will find out it should be 30. So this is 11 plus 9, 20, 27 and 3 it is 30. So total is 30 and we can see the choice was given by 30 student and the sum of frequency is also 30. That means we didn't miss any data. Table is prepared correctly. And this is the solution for the first part. Second part, they are asking which sweet is preferred by most of the students. So we can see Laddu is coming for 11 times. That means 11 students liked Laddu. So what we will write in the answer? Laddu is the sweet preferred by most of the students. This will be your answer. I hope you all understood how to make a table using telemarks. This is the first method of arranging any given data. So this is it for this session. In next session we will understand another method of handling our data.